What is Hinduism? Hinduism is one of the world's oldest religions and is the oldest religion that is still practiced today. The religious tradition of Hinduism is primarily focused on connecting to the Supreme God or ultimate reality known as Brahman and bettering oneself to escape the cycle of reincarnation. So the tradition functions not only as religion, but the definition of Hinduism also includes combining the beliefs, cultural practices, and philosophy of ancient and modern India. So Hinduism is famous for having thousands of deities, both god and goddesses, but most Hindus believe that all of the deities are manifestations of Brahman. In the 21st century, Hinduism is considered the third most practiced religion in the world. So the following Christianity and Islam, it is especially common in India, the area where it originated, as 94% of the world's Hindu population resides there. It is also widely practiced in Nepal and Bangladesh. So, since the tradition is so ancient, there are few facts known about its origin and early history. When did Hinduism begin? So some scholars believe that Hinduism originated where northern India is today and the Indus Valley region as early as 10,000 BCE. The tradition may have started as an indigenous tradition native to the area. So the term Hindu, meaning Indian, was given to the tradition by the Persians, who inhabited the area much later, around 1500 BCE. However, Hinduism became a functioning religion with codified scriptures called the Vedas. So which contain the basic principles of Hinduism. This is period of history in early Hinduism when the earliest texts and doctrines were established is called the Vedic period. The Vedic period.
Shankara or Adi Shankara, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Mahatma Gandhi, Brahman, Trimurti, Vishnu.
Hindu population around the world. India has the largest Hindu population, with about 80% of its people following Hinduism. This means around 1.3 billion people practice the religion. In Nepal, 81% of the population are Hindus, making it the country with the highest percentage of Hindus in the world. Bangladesh has a Hindu minority, making up about 8 or 10% of the population. In Indonesia, the majority of Hindus live on the island or valley, where they make up around 2 or 3% of the population. In Sri Lanka, Hindus represent about 12 or 13% of the population. Ethnic and cultural diversity. Hindus are a group of people with diverse backgrounds. They come from different castes, regions, and speak any languages. This diversity makes Hinduism a rich and varied culture with different traditions and practices across the world. Age. Hindus belong to all age groups. There are Hindus who are children, teenagers, adults, and elders. Each age group has its own experiences and ways of practicing the religion, but they are share a common cultural and spiritual bond. In conclusion, Hinduism is a religion with a wide variety of ethnic, cultural, and age-related differences, showing its adaptability and richness.
Good day, everyone. Today I'll be discussing Hindu scriptures, a cornerstone of Hinduism. These sacred texts are not only religious in nature, but also hold cultural and philosophical significance. They guide millions of followers in their spiritual and daily lives. Hindu scriptures are broadly categorized in two types, Shruti and Smriti. Let's start with the first category. Shruti. Shruti texts are considered the most authoritative in Hinduism and are believed to be of divine origin. The term Shruti means herds, as these texts were revealed to ancient sages during deep meditation. There are two main components of Shruti. The two main components of Shruti are: first, the Vedas. The Vedas are the oldest and most sacred texts in Hinduism, composed in Sanskrit around 1500 BCE. There are four Vedas, each serving a unique purpose. Riga Veda, hymns that praise deities and elements of nature. Yajur Veda, ritual instruction for sacrifices. Sama Veda, melodies and chants. Atharva Veda, spell, chants, and philosophical insights. And the second, the Upanishads. These are philosophical texts that delve into spiritual knowledge and the nature of reality. They explore profound concepts such as Brahman, the universal soul, and the Atman, the individual soul. Now, let's move on to Smriti texts. Unlike Shruti, these are considered human compositions and are secondary in authority. They provide guidelines of dharma, culture, and social conduct. The case Smriti texts are: number 1, the epics. The Ramayana. This tells the story of Lord Rama, symbolizing dharma and devotion. The Mahabharata, the longest epic in the world. It includes Bhagavad Gita, a philosophical dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. Number 2, Puranas. These are mythological stories about creation, deities, and history. Examples include the Vishnu Purana and Shiva Purana. Number 3, the Dharma Shastras. These are ethical and legal treatises like the Manusmriti, which outline laws and societal norms. Hindu scriptures stand out because of three key features. Number 1, diversity. They reflect a wide range of beliefs and practices. Number 2, universality. Central themes like karma, dharma, and moksha are relatable across time and culture. Number 3, timeless wisdom. These texts have influenced philosophy, art, and daily lives for thousands of years.
Hinduism is a very old religion with many beliefs and practices. Here are some examples. Ultimate reality. Hindus believe in a universal, divine force called Brahman that exists everywhere. Individual soul. Each person has an inner soul called Atman that is a part of Brahman. Life's goal. The goal of life is to realize the true nature of the Atman and become free from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Karma and rebirth. Actions have consequences, both in this life and in the future lives. This is called karma. Based on karma, people are reborn into different lives.
Some common Hindu practices include puja, ritual worship of deities with offerings and prayer, meditation and yoga, practice for inner peace and spiritual growth, festival celebration throughout the year like Diwali, festival of lights and Holi, festival of colors, pilgrimage journey to sacred site for spiritual purification and blessings. Hinduism is a very diverse religion, but those core ideas and practices are shared by most Hindus.
Shaktism worships the Supreme as the Divine Mother, Shakti or Devi. In her many forms, it emphasizes rituals, chants, yoga, and spiritual practices to invoke cosmetic force and awaken Kundalini energy, reflecting both the gentle and fierce aspect of the goddess. Smartism worships the Supreme in 6 forms: Ganesha, Shiva, Shakti, Vishnu, Surya, and Skanda. It is a non-sectarian tradition that embraces all major Hindu deities. Followers take a philosophical and meditative path, focusing on understanding man oneness with God.
Shivaism. Shivit Hindus worship the supreme god as Shiva. The comprehensive one, Shivitis, esteem self-discipline and philosophy, and follow a Satguru. They worship in the temple and practice yoga, serving to the one with Shiva within. Shaktism. Shaktas worship the Supreme as a divine mother, Shakti or Devi. She has many forms. Some are gentle, some are fierce. Shaktas use chants, real, magic, holy diagram, yoga, and rituals to call forth cosmic forces and weaken the great collective power with the spine. Vishavitis worship the Supreme as Lord Vishnu and his incarnations, specifically Krishna and Rama. Vativis are mainly dualistic. They are deeply divisional. Their religion is rich in sense, temples, and scriptures. Smartism. Smartas, the Supreme in one of the 6 forms: Ganesha, Shiva, Shakti, Vishnu. Surya and Skandra, because they accept all these major Hindu gods. They are known as liberal or non-sectarian. They follow a philosophical, meditative path, emphasizing man's oneness with God through understanding.
Caste discrimination. Persistent social inequalities tied to the caste system. Gender inequality. Concerns about limitations placed on women during rituals. Modernization. A shift away from traditional practices due to urban growth and Western influences. Hinduism's challenge. Religious nationalism, strains caused by the intertwining of religion and politics. Environmental issues, pollution affecting sacred rivers and important sites. Heritage decline, decreasing interest in Sanskrit ancient texts in the upkeep of temples. Misrepresentation, negative and stereotypes in media and educational contexts.